Hi, Kendra here with letsgocaching.com. We're here at the geocaching event put on by Monpaw Kettle. That's GC1BOOZ, and it has turned out to be a really good time. I'm here with chili con queso, and how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you today?
Fabulous. Really glad to be here. So how long have you been caching?
About a year and 3 months.
So you're fairly new to it. You have quite a few finds?
556 as of today.
That is impressive for the amount of time you've been in it. Do you have any good, interesting geocaching stories or adventures that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, you can always log on to geocaching.com and take a look. But I think one of our most impressive finds in recent days, we were in New Orleans 2 weeks ago. We had a cacher with 192 finds from Germany. His name was Josie, and a cacher with 0 finds. Her name is Geocaching. We had started at the bottom of a building, a 32-story skyscraper in downtown New Orleans. We started at the bottom. We presented our geocaching gear and said, let's go caching. We started with the security guard, and we went to the bottom of the cacher, and we ended up with a guy named Dennis. He took us to the top of the building. We ended up with a very large geocaching container. We went through, we found about 30 coins. We were digging through, we discovered, about 30 coins, and the guy opened up the top of the building and he said, let's go outside. We went, outside? What do you mean outside? We've just discovered an entire cache worth of goods. And he walked us around the top of the New Orleans building, and we had about a 40-minute tour of the outside of New Orleans, unprompted, and showed us all 4 sides of the city. So that was probably the most amazing cache that we have done, probably in recent months. It was about an hour tour. So that was geocaching. You never know what's going to happen with geocaching. So the cacher with 190, he spoke great English, but he said, this is wonderful. And the person who had 0 caches goes, so this is what caching's all about. So it was kind of amazing. That was a 1-1 cache, by the way. So it's exciting, very exciting.
Very cool. Well, you know that we here on Let's Go Caching have kind of hated on LPCs or light post caches in the past, and I must say here at the event we've been somewhat enlightened by a new point of view here with chili con queso. And what is your perspective on the light post cache?
Well, I can honestly say that there have been times when I too have not been a fan of light pole caches. I'm an able-bodied cacher. I'm able to walk with both legs and do certain things. But I've also been, I cache in the lower South Texas and Southeast Texas area, and we have a lot of winter Texans that come down and work in and out of the area through the winter months. And a lot of our cachers are not able to use the lower extremities. They might be using wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and use other areas for mobility. So I've been placing a series called the Geoduck series, and that series will allow persons who use other areas for mobility to go up and access caches through the light pole caches. I know some people don't like them, but also if they don't want to hunt them, they don't have to. And there's been a lot of controversy on whether or not to use those. So I always say I don't hunt them all year long. It gets hot. Some people use them. We have a Beat the Heat series in Houston, and other cachers have said they don't want to use those either. But some of our cachers have really enjoyed the series. They say they're themed. They're a themed duck series. And they say, oh, they're cute. We'll have people take their pictures with the ducks. We see them up on their dashboards. And I thought, I'm not a big fan of them. But people will say, I can't always get to the 2-2 or the 2-3 terrain series. I don't know. A lot of people are just saying they like them. Okay, let's have them. So that's what we say about them. There's in our Houston geocaching series, there was a big debate about maybe a month ago, and lots of people were saying, bring them, let's have those. And some say, hunt them if you want, hunt them if you don't want. People are saying, bring back the ammo can. So now we have an ammo can series in the Houston area, and people are doing nothing but laying out large or larger, regular to large ammo can series. So I suggest all people do what they like to do. Put out ammo cans if you want, get away from the micros if you want, but hunt what you like to do best. And that's how we're going to leave it with that.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your perspective on this issue. Well, here's Paw Kettle himself, half of Mon Paw Kettle, a big name in the Corpus Christi area of geocaching. It's a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to come to your event. And is this the first event you've put on?
This is my very first one.
So how hard is it for someone to put on an event?
Really, it's very easy. All you really have to do is figure out a place you want to have it and log in and figure out what time you want to do it, and it comes out just like a regular cache.
And then do you do anything additionally to notify people about it, or they just see it on the website?
Normally, you really don't have to, but me, I'll email the people that I know just so they get the word out.
Okay. How long have you and Ma been geocaching?
Since 2004.
Okay, and we see a lot of your caches out and about and really enjoy them. And what would you say, would you be willing to share a little bit about what you could consider to be your most interesting cache?
That's hard to say. I think, well, probably my very first one, which is Going Nuts. It's the very first one I put out, and it's the one that most people that cache actually remember because it's so hard.
Okay, we'll have to check that one out.
Well, that's about it for this show of Let's Go Caching. We hope you enjoyed going out with us to the meet and greet. We really want to thank Ma and Pa Kettle for putting on a great event. We had a really good time out there, putting faces to all the names and everything that we see out there in the field and getting to meet all the cachers. We'd also like to invite you to send us any information if you have news, events, or if you have some video of you caching, go ahead and send it to us. Go to www.letsgocaching.com and you'll be able to find out information on how to contact us and get videos. And with that, we'll see you next time. Let's go caching.